It's time for Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance, Illini FS, Savoya's Pizza, the Edgar County Community Foundation, Country Financial, Lake Ridge Christian Church, Ingram Waste Disposal, the Skating Rink, and our affiliate sponsors, the Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young.
Good afternoon and welcome to Kansas High School, site of the Tri-County Holiday Tournament, day number 2. This match will feature a rematch of a Little Illini Conference contest between the Paris Tigers and the Lawrenceville Indians. It took place earlier this season, which the Lawrenceville Indians were on top of your Paris Tigers. Jeff Chambers alongside BJ Pheasant will bring you this afternoon's action and also this evening's action. Tonight's contest will feature the Tigers against the host school, the Tri-County Titans. BJ, big win for the Tigers last night, a 30-plus point win over the Chrisman Cardinals, and saw a lot of good things. Obviously, as a coach, you don't see those things as often as, you know, we've seen them, watched them enough to know that, hey, when they put in a decent performance, we kind of realize that, but as a coach, you're never satisfied. And Chase alluded to that last night in the post game, and the sharing of the basketball was outstanding last night, and the defense in the second and third quarters is actually what was a separator. And looking forward to this matchup, which is probably going to be the game of the tournament.
I think you're right. Having both Paris and Lawrenceville in the same pool today does kind of hurt the excitement a little bit. I'd like to see a great title game of those two rematching maybe from the beginning of the season. A lot of good things in last night's game are things that they've been improving upon all season long. And the Tigers came out at the beginning of the year was a little rough. And we had a lot of ups and downs, and they've really made those little improvements all season long. I think I don't know if we're hitting our stride yet, but we're getting closer. And they're just about there, as we saw in last night's game. The first time we went down to Lawrenceville and met them, we were defeated 66-53, and in large part because they scored 44 points in the first half, and that was just killer. They shot the lights out. They were 71% from the floor in the first half, 47% from three-point line. That's hard to beat anybody shooting that well, and I find it hard to believe they're going to shoot that same percentage here tonight.
Yeah, I've got a mortgage saying that they don't. It's just a law of averages.
Exactly.
Yeah, the Lawrenceville shot lights out. The Tigers did a great job last night, and I handed out some flowers last night to Jackson Rigdon. I want to do that again. He stepped up, and Coach Brinkley implored him to become a gnat out on the court, and that he was. So many deflections, so many steals. Knocked down some wide open threes, and he's that third or fourth scorer that we need. And if you look down the scoring from last night, the most balanced scoring we've had all season long. Our top scorer had 14, another guy had 13, a couple 12s and 11. So in order to see, in order for the Tigers to have success, they've got to have that. Yeah, Bartos was our leading scorer, and he has been most of the season, but we haven't had that second, third, and fourth scorer like we did last night. And got to have that going forward.
Definitely, you need those three guys in double digits, and we just failed to get that a lot this season. And if we can do that, we'll be in a lot better shape. Last time we met Lawrenceville, the leading scorer was Drake Bartos, and then it went down to Cody Crampton with 13, Drew Rogers with 11. We still scored 53, but no help after that. So getting some of these guys off the bench helping out will make a big difference.
Lawrenceville comes in with a record of 11-2. Your Tigers improved last night to 5-8 on the season. And we are set for starting lineups here from Kansas High School. Thanks so much for joining us, whether you're at work, whether you're just enjoying the time off, Christmas break, or just took some vacation time off, appreciate you joining us either on your laptop, on your tablet, on your phone, wherever you are. Here comes the starting lineups. Tigers will be the visiting team on this one. Jackson will get the start once again. Right next to him will be Reed Stuck, 5'9" senior. Drake Bartos wears number 5. He's a 6'1" junior. Trey Lee had an outstanding game last night, both defensively and on the glass. Trey Lee gets the start, and Brady Kripp is getting his second start. They had the dirty work last night that kept the Tigers in the game through the first quarter. And then they capitalized and took advantage in the second.
Number 0, Parker.
All right, starting lineups for the home team today. The Lawrenceville Indians will be starting with number 0, Parker Hardeman.
Sanders.
Number 3, Landon Sanders.
Leighton Ivers.
Number 4, Leighton Ivers.
Junior, 23.
Number 23, Bryant Jenkins.
And a sophomore, 24. Maddox.
And number 24, a sophomore, Maddox Pargan.
Not a senior in the lineup for Coach Randy Bishop. Starts a pair of freshmen, a pair of sophomores, and a junior.
You talk about starting lineups. This is like the 3rd or 4th different starting lineup we've seen from the Tigers this season. And it's not necessarily a reflection of guys playing bad. It's more a reflection of what guys have earned time. I mean, some of these guys have made their way in and out of the starting lineup all season long, give us different looks.
Yeah, and you match up with your opponent, and Tigers have a height advantage in this one. And that also dictates your starting lineup. Lawrenceville controls the tip. They'll get things started here. Thanks once again for joining us. Leighton Ivers on the left side. Freshman Parker Hardeman runs things from the top for Coach Bishop. Bryant Jenkins. Play down there. He will battle with Trey Lee. 2-3 zone for the Tigers, as they have used basically all season long. Cross-court pass. Back up top to Hardeman. Good defensive pressure for the Tigers. 30 seconds into this. And that is your first shot attempt. Good up and under move, and Trey Lee is going to pick that foul up.
Hopefully we can keep Trey out of foul trouble.
That has been a bugaboo for the senior. Gets in foul trouble early. He had to sit with about 4 minutes left in the first quarter last night. And Tigers' defensive pressure really fell off. First free throw, first points of the game by Leighton Ivers. The 5'10" junior. Looking down the roster, you're either 5'10" or you're 6 feet tall for Lawrenceville. There's nothing else. He knocks them both down. Lawrenceville grabs the early lead. 7:15 left in the opening quarter. Lee out the volleyball line. There's the back door. That was the alley-oop play. They spoiled that one, though, as they sit in a, looks like a 1-3-1 zone with Hardeman running the baseline. Rigdon left side. Throws over the top to Stuck. Tigers have not seen this look yet this year. Lee down deep. Bartos gets it back and reach around foul.
Indians foul on 23, Bryant Jenkins, his first.
That'll be the first on Bryant Jenkins.
Tigers ball out of bounds on the
First on the team.
Foul apiece, 6:40 left here opening quarter. 2-0, Lawrenceville leads it. Stuck. Tigers kind of getting their, dipping their toes in the water here on this look. There's the alley-oop. That play will work a lot against a 1-3-1 if you get a great entry pass, as we did that time from Reed Stuck to Trey Lee. Full court pressure, as the Tigers did last night. It's forced a lot of turnovers, and the first one of the ball game goes against the Indians.
I like it. You get aggressive on defense, you set the tone, that feeds over into your offense. Good things can happen.
6:15, knotted up at 2. Trey Lee left side. Look for them to work the baseline against this 1-3-1. See how long they stay in that. But then the first 2 minutes of this game, it's got us buffaloed. Stuck has the ball taken away. And Lawrenceville has numbers. Unable to gather the basketball was Jenkins. Nearly turned it over. Hard driving layup is no good. Trey Lee out with the rebound. He dribbles up left side. Gets the ball to Rigdon in front of the Lawrenceville bench. He's head on the arm, and that's going to be against Hardiman, looks like. I think you had your choice of who that foul was on.
Indians foul on
24.
Max Pargan, his first, team second.
There you go. That was their choice, 24.
5:39, Tigers inbound. Lee had his hand on the ball, was knocked off of the ball. Could have been a foul called.
It could have gone either way.
Yep, so it'll be Indians ball. Full court pressure. Got to watch Pargan back here lurking underneath the basket, and there he is in the corner. Wide open look at three, no good, leave the board. Numbers, wild pass off the hand of Jackson Rigdon and out of bounds, turnover Tigers.
That's the third turnover already. Not even halfway into the first quarter.
That's probably not good.
Now, more turnovers and points is never good.
Lawrenceville basketball. Hardiman dribbles to the block, hands it off to Ivers. Off the hands and out of bounds. Returning the favor are the Indians. I had the excuse yesterday, the first quarter, that the Tigers were still suffering from a Christmas hangover. They woke up in the second quarter, and now I don't know what the reasoning is today, unless it was just fatigue from last night. But these kids are young enough they can bounce back. Cody Crampton checks in the game. He's got the basketball. Hand off to Rigdon. He's trapped, dribbles out of it. Crampton down the corner to Krippus. Rigdon, wide open three from the wing, no good. Pulled down by Krippus. Back out to Crampton. Tigers will reset. Corner for Bartos. He was out of bounds. Oh, he walked. Caught it, took that little bunny hop right before the shot. Turnover Tigers.
It's a shame because they nailed the shot.
Yep. Well, the good thing is, hopefully, once he sees that go through, he won't hesitate to pull the trigger next time. We've got a wide open guy underneath. Got to keep an eye out for Pargan back there. He's going to get a layup before the day's over. Three from the wing, no good. Pulled down by Bartos. Tough rebound between a pair of Indians. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I'm going to say it all day long. Crampton from the corner, no good. Rigdon with the board. Bartos, wide open three is good. Greg Bartos, 2 for 2. Only one of them counting, though. Tigers grab a 5-2 lead. Hardiman down in the corner. That's the girls' basketball play that works so well for the Lady Tigers. Down to the baseline. Throw the ball back to the front of the rim. And standing there waiting was Bryant Jenkins for 2. 5-4, Tigers on top. 3.5 left first quarter. Krippus thought about it. Dribbles through traffic, gets it to Crampton. Crampton's pass is deflected, turned over. There comes Ivers. Corner to Pargan, no good. Bartos, good position. That ball just carried a little bit farther than he thought. 3 from the top of the key by Jenkins, no good. Third chance is the charm for the Indians as Pargan knocks down his first 2 points of the game. 6-5, Lawrenceville on top. Rigdon trapped out near midcourt. Crampton back to Rigdon. Over the top. Cody a little too deep to pull the trigger there. Krippus in the corner. Back to Crampton. Good ball movement by the Tigers. Step back 3 for Bartos, no good. Pulled down by Lawrenceville. There's what Jackson's been doing, pestering the ball handler. Nearly had a turnover.
Even when you don't get the turnover there, that's in that ball handler's, it's in his mind next time Jackson's near him, you know?
Yeah, that, and it throws them out of rhythm, too. Now they're going to have to reset. 2:10 left, opening quarter. Tigers trail by 1. Ivers guarded by Rigdon, nearly stolen away, tipped away by Crampton. Lawrenceville will reset. That's a double dribble, nothing called. Up and under move, nothing there. Ivers, his up and under move, no good. Fourth chance for Lawrenceville. Good golly, that's not going to work today, boys. Down in the corner, clock winding at 1:40, first quarter. Hardiman past first point guard as a freshman, which is hard to find. There's a fadeaway, two, no good. Offensive rebound, put back, and the bucket. Now he's calling on the floor.
Yep, dodged one there.
Good golly, offensive rebounding for Lawrenceville just absolutely killing us. Coach Brinkley telling his boys to get wide down there. The good thing for the Tigers is everything's going Lawrenceville way here in the first quarter, and they only lead by one. Three-point basket is good by Bryant Jenkins. His second shot from that same spot. Coach Brinkley is going to call a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick one as well. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Parasports Network.
For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Parasports Network. 1:09 left in the first quarter. Tiger Basketball coming out of this timeout. BJ, there's no way to put any lipstick on this one. It's just an ugly start, not just for the Tigers, for both teams.
Neither team shooting exceptionally well, but the offensive boards, like you mentioned, for Lawrenceville just been killing us. They've shot 11 times to our 5, and they only lead by 4.
That is the silver lining. Trey Lee, wide open three in the corner, no good. Rebound pulled down by Pargan. 50 seconds left, first quarter. Hardiman has the ball left side. Perimeter passing. They'll eventually get the ball down to the baseline. Clock's at 40. Down to 30. Hardiman dribbles to the elbow, kicks it up top. Clock's at 15. Lawrenceville content for the last shot of the first quarter. They lead it by 4. Clock's at 5.
Wide
There's
open.
that backdoor cut. Good foul, though, by Brady. Saved a sure two-pointer. Leighton Ivers will head to the free throw line to shoot a pair. There are such things as good fouls, BJ, and that was one of them.
That's a smart foul. You go for the ball, but if you're not going to get it, make sure he doesn't make the basket.
Absolutely. First free throw is good for Ivers.
Coming into the game for the Tigers, 10, Drew Rogers.
Drew Rogers will check in to ensure the Tigers get this board should Ivers miss it. They lead 10-5, 2.4 left first quarter. Second free throw rolls around and out. Lee secures it. His shot from three-quarter court hits the backboard and is no good. At the end of one quarter play, Tigers trail 10-5. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Parasports Network.
Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball here on the Parasports Network. We head to second quarter action. Your Tigers trail by a score of 10-5 over the Lawrenceville Indians.
Start the second quarter play.
be Tiger basketball. Get things rolling here. Games later on today. Immediately following us, Westville will take on Windsor Stu Strauss. Lawrenceville will face Chrisman in the 4:30 game, and then we'll wrap things up against Tri-County at 6 o'clock. Rogers checked in at the last timeout. It's going to be a foul against Lawrenceville. It's going to be Maddox Pargin. That's going to be his second. So we'll see how long Coach Bishop leaves him in. The answer to that is no time at all. Ivers checks back in. He got about a 90-second break with the quarter. Now he's back on the court. Crampton in the corner, all the way across court to Rogers. Rogers down in the corner to Bartos. He's back out to Crampton. Good look. Ball's batted around. Rogers finally comes away with it. Bartos, top of the key, thought about it. Dribbles in, out to Rogers. His three from the corner, no good. Rebound tipped and controlled by Crampton in the corner. Good hustle that time by Cody. Bartos a three from the wing, no good. And over the back. It's going to be called against Cody Crampton.
We got to get the ball inside here at some point, Jeff. We've shot 8 3-pointers and 1 2-point shot. That was Trey Lee on the alley-oop there.
Yeah, that's where our success was last night, was down in the paint. Really, we have the size advantage. It's not tilted one way or the other, but we do have the size advantage with our back line. Bartos, Lee, and Rogers. 7 minutes left, second quarter. Lawrenceville with the basketball. Steal. Crampton with a pass ahead to Trey Lee, who got tripped by the mid-court stripe.
Those darn stripes. They'll get you.
Yeah, they will. Trust me. Adjusting himself. Seems to be all right. A little bit more embarrassed than anything. But nonetheless, a turnover by the Tigers, and they give it right back. 6:40 left. Shot fake. That's a good-looking jumper from Jenkins. Does not fall, though. Here comes Trey Lee. Waiting on some guard help. Gets the ball to Crampton on the wing, down the corner to Rogers. One thing that we don't do well is bounce pass.
No, we don't.
There's so many times that a bounce pass, at least here in the last couple days, would have been successful. That was another time. Floating shots, no good. Ivers with the board. Another offensive rebound and put back is good. Got to solve the rebounding, or it's going to be a long day for the Tigers.
Well, we were in position there and didn't get the rebound.
Rogers to the hoop, blocked out of bounds by Jenkins. It'll be Tiger ball underneath their hoop. I'm tired of seeing that 05 in the guest scoring column here at the gym.
Been up there for a long time.
See if the Tigers can't do anything. They picket fence for Bartos. Good look back in, inside out. Rigdon with his three, no good. Rebound pulled out by Halter. Clock rolls at 5:45. Tigers trail 12-5. Ball's off the hands of Ivers. He gets it and stepped out of bounds. Turnover, Lawrenceville. Just the simplest of 15-foot passes are a problem this morning or this afternoon.
For everybody.
For everybody. And turnover, Tigers. We're making an instructional video. This first quarter and a half should not be on any reel.
How not to?
How not to. Ivers trapped at half court. Gets the ball down in the corner. Jenkins gets it back to Hardiman. Ivers open on the left wing. Halter just roaming the baseline. Ivers will pull the trigger, no good. That's just getting out jumped. There's Landon Sanders over the top. Rigdon corrals it. Rogers, top of the key, looks down to the block to Bartos. Back to the basket. Stolen away. 2-on-1 for Lawrenceville, and they finish with Jenkins scoring his 5th point of the game. 14-5, 4.5 left, first half. Rogers will walk. Didn't put a clock on the last time that we scored, but it's been a few heartbeats for sure.
Oh, that it has. That's turnover number 10.
We average 18 per contest. Things go according to Hoyle. We're going to blow past that.
And we led 5-4. That's 10 unanswered points.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Ivers breaks pressure, right-handed dribble. Gives the ball up to Halter. Down the corner to Sanders. Top to Hardiman. Cross court to Ivers. To Jenkins. Jenkins just patrols that free throw line, guarded by Jackson Rigdon. Euro step. Foul number 2 is going to be called on Trey Lee.
Tigers foul on 11, Trey Lee, his 2nd, team 5th.
I have a feeling Trey's going to be sitting for a little while now.
2 shots.
Parker Hardiman at the line, shooting a pair. 5'8" freshman, short on the first one.
Coming in the game for the Tigers, 20, Connor Rhodes.
Connor Rhodes will check in for Trey Lee, also checking in. During the previous dead ball was Reed Stuck. Second free throw is good. 15-5, Tigers trail it by 10 here halfway through the second quarter. Bartos hands the ball off to Rhodes, wasn't ready for it. Gonna get bailed out with a foul though.
Indians foul number 4, Leighton Ivers, his 1st, team 4. Tigers ball out now.
That's the first foul of the night on Ivers. It's number 4 on the team.
Inbound to Bartos. And play worked twice last night. Coach Bishop is onto it now, jump ball. Turnover Tigers. Full court pressure. Rigdon on top, now Stuck on top. Up and under move. We got to quit biting on that first pump fake, ball fake. There's a 3 on the way by Halter. 5'9" freshman knocks it down, biggest lead of the contest at 18-5. Jackson Rigdon's 3 is no good. Battle 4 pulled out by Lawrenceville. Getting every loose ball are the Indians. Not saying that complaining, but that's just the way it is, and they're just out hustling us right now and out toughing us. Wide open. Halter hit one from the opposite corner. This time no good. Good block out by Connor. Just forgot to go get the ball. He finally did. Jump ball. Good effort by Connor Rhodes. That's what number 20 gives you. Max effort in the short spurts that he's in there. He's one of our most physical players on either roster. Stuck. Has the ball taken away. Here comes Hardiman. His layup is good. Starting to get ugly now. Coach Brinkley senses the same thing. He's going to call a timeout. We'll take one as well. Watching Tiger basketball on the Paris Sports Network.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our part, take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
2:32 left in the first half. Tigers led this one 5-4. Now the scoreboard reads 20-5 Lawrenceville. 16 unanswered points for the Indians. The Tigers got to right this ship quick.
It's sinking in a hurry.
As you mentioned during the timeout, just 2 points from just 2 shot attempts from inside the arc for the Tigers. The rest resulting in 3-point shots or turnovers. Rogers in the corner. Crampton up top, back to Rogers. He turned it over. Lawrenceville.
Out of bounds, Tigers ball.
If you're watching, you got a bird's eye view of Landon Sanders. He came right into your living room or your office, wherever you're at. But the Indians return the favor with a turnover. Just like to see Tigers get a shot off this time without turning it over. Rigdon gets the handle, back to Crampton. To Bartos inside the arc. His 18-foot jumper, no good. Pulled out of there by Jenkins. No numbers. Indians will pull it out, runs the clock. There's a 3 from the corner, in and out. Crampton with the board. Minute 30 left, first quarter. First half. Rigdon to Bartos. Shot fake, drives, Euro step. His floater's no good. Krippus fading away, falling to the ground, knocks it down. Brady Krippus breaks a drought of epic proportions for the Tigers. They now trail 27. Another 3 from nearly the same spot. Same result, miss, and a Crampton rebound. Here comes Rigdon. Rigdon to Crampton. Ball's tipped, nearly stolen. Krippus baseline, and he turns it over. Under a minute left, first half. Indians with the basketball, looking to extend that 13-point lead.
Players foul 15, Brady Krippus, his third, team 6.
Brady's going to pick up his third foul.
5th on the team. The team fouls have slowed down a little bit, but hate to see Brady pick up a third now.
Yeah, 100% of your fouls are between Krippus and Lee, who's on the bench with 2. Krippus will stay in the game. 50 seconds left. Indians passing the ball around the perimeter, eating clock, looking for a backdoor cut or a wide open shot. Caught in the air. Still got away with it. Ivers gets all the way underneath. Keeps it alive. Always quick off the ground. Not the tallest dog in the fight, but man, he's quick rebounding. An offensive rebound, probably number 50 for the Indians here in the first half.
Sure feels like it.
Corner 3, no good. Bartos out of position, kept it alive though.
Travel.
See, that's been a big problem for the Tigers this year. You got one guy on the opposing team on the ground and 3 Tigers standing around looking at it. Got to be more aggressive. 5 seconds left on the clock. Back to Crampton. He's going to look to launch a 3. He's up and no good. We head to halftime. Your Tigers trail 20-7. You're watching Tiger basketball on the Paris Sports Network.
Terry Elliston has been your good neighbor State Farm agent since 1981. They focus on auto, home, life, farm, and business insurance, along with financial products throughout Paris and the surrounding areas. Their mission is to put the interest of others ahead of their own. They're committed to doing whatever is needed to meet their customers' needs and to truly be a good neighbor by serving the community in which they work and live. Call State Farm for a free auto insurance quote at 465-8548. If you're looking for agricultural, business, or personal loans, Longview Bank and Trust has you covered. They can even help you with investment options and online banking. At locations in Paris, Crispin, Georgetown, and Marshall, they're always ready with the services you need. Look them up online at longviewbt.com. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stewart and Carroll Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. Communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lupine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Cornerstone Building Brands is the largest manufacturer of exterior building products in North America, servicing commercial, residential, and repair and remodel markets. They're the #1 manufacturer of vinyl siding, windows, and metal accessories, as well as North America's top choice in metal roofing and wall systems. With an expansive product offering and more than 100 locations, they're committed to providing high-quality exterior building solutions that their customers and communities can count on. That's Cornerstone Building Brands in Paris.
Welcome back to halftime. Tri-County Holiday Tournament between Paris Tigers and the Lawrenceville Indians. Tigers trail it by a score of 20-7. 3.5 left in halftime. I'll turn it over to my partner, BJ Pheasant, for some first half stats.
All right, thanks, Jeff. I'm not going to need 3.5 minutes to get through these halftime stats, though, unfortunately. They are pretty bleak on both sides of the floor. I'll run down the home team today, the Lawrenceville Indians. They're led in scoring by Bryant Jenkins with 7, followed by Wyatt Halter with 3 points, Parker Hardiman with 3 points. Then it's Leighton Ivers with 2. Oh, and Emery Ivers. You know what? We got too many Iverses on the floor. I think I gave Emery Ivers points for Leighton Ivers early in the game.
Yeah, I haven't seen him out there yet. So.
Yeah, Leighton has 5 points. He's got another free throw. Yep, give him 5 instead of 2. That's what I get. I get distracted. Too many Ivers on the scorecard. Let's see. They are shooting 38% from the floor, 5 of 13. And from three-point land, they are 18%, 2 of 11. A far cry from what they shot the first time around down in Lawrenceville. And
so I get to keep my house then, you're saying?
So far, yeah.
Okay.
But they're beating us worse.
True.
We shot better that night, too, I guess. For the Tigers right now, they're led in scoring by Drake Bartos with 3. Just 3 points. Trey Lee has 2, and Brady Krippus has 2. Brady actually led us in scoring in the second quarter. How many times will you say that this year? With 2 points.
Balanced scoring once again from the Tigers, though.
Yeah, zeros are balanced. Oh, boy. We did shoot 40% from the floor, though. We were 2 out of 5. We only shot 2 up until 3 minutes left in the first half. We got a couple of smaller shots in there. From three-point land, we are 1 of 11 for 9%. Drake Bartos with our lone three-pointer in the game. We've yet to shoot a free throw. Brady Krippus has 3 fouls. Trey Lee has 2. Cody Crampton has 1. No foul trouble for Lawrenceville. Maddox Pargan has 2, and that's it, other than a couple guys with 1 apiece. Turnovers have been the story of the game, though. We talked about having more turnovers and points is never good. Jeff, we had twice as many turnovers as points in the first half. 14 turnovers and 7 points. And I'm unable to keep track of offensive or defensive rebounds. I can't count that fast, unfortunately. But that number has to be huge in favor of Lawrenceville for them to have, 24 shots on the basket to our 16. You're going to have more points.
Absolutely, just the law of averages. And, you know, as good as the Tigers played last night, as far as fast break opportunities, sharing the basketball, just not seeing that today. We're relying on the shots from distance. They aren't falling, shooting 9%. They've made 1 more 3 than you and I have in this first half. And, you know, something has got to change. They got to get out in transition. Granted, it's a more athletic team in the Lawrenceville Indians than last night, but still, you have to try something different, because what you did the first 16 didn't work.
We're only about 6-7 feet here behind the three-point line, a normal three-point shot. I bet we could go 1 for 11 from here.
You'd have to make it, but I believe you. I believe in you. Indians have the ball to start. Steal by Trey Lee. Trey Lee ought to be well rested. Sat most of the second quarter with his second foul. Rigdon dribbling through traffic, nearly turned it over. Now he gathers. Ball to Lee in front of the Tiger bench. Back to Rigdon. Got to take some chances on getting some baseline movement. We just got 2 guys standing down here at the baseline. 1-3-1, that's how you win it. You make 0. Parker Hardiman run his butt off, and eventually that should lead to a layup. Minute into this one, no shot attempt for either team. Trey Lee breaks that streak and lays it in for 2. 20-9 your score, under 7 left in the third quarter. Still plenty of time for the Tigers to mount a comeback here. Ivers top of the key to Hardiman. Over right side to Jenkins. Same starting five for the Indians. Original starting five for the Tigers out there to start the second half. Turnover, Tigers. Rigdon, no numbers, pulls it out. There's the alley-oop. Nice catch and a tee.
Goaltending.
Once the ball hits the glass, you can't hit the glass. Official with a good call, so credit Trey Lee with first 4 points of the second half.
Bailed him out there. I'm not sure he'd have made that shot.
Yeah, that's a tough one. He was behind the backboard. If you're watching, you kind of got a bird's eye view of that one as well. Tough shot, but a break Tigers' way. Cut the lead to 9, 20-11, 6:10 left, third quarter. Hardiman walked. 3 turnovers. The hat trick for the Indians here to start the second half.
They're perfect so far. 3 possessions, 3 turnovers.
That's the recipe for the Tigers to get back in this one. Got to make a countdown on this end. Stuck, trapped, gets the ball to Rigdon, cross court. He's in the corner to Bartos, all the way back to Stuck. Lee right in front of us. Top to Stuck. And tried to force that pass to Bartos, turnover Tigers. Ivers gets the ball to Pargin, but he couldn't handle it. Turnover number 4.
Still perfect.
5:40 left, third quarter. And turnover. Good golly, why are we forcing passes? Bryant Jenkins with a layup for 2. They've got us double up 22-11. And a push foul.
Indians foul.
It had Stuck trapped.
Landon Sanders, his first.
Well, he got bailed out with a foul.
Coming in the game for the
So
Indians,
Landon Sanders.
Halter. Tigers ball out of bounds on their side.
Be his first and the team's first here.
Lee gets that ball that's thrown down around his ankles. Goes up for the layup, but it's fouled.
Indians foul 24, Max Pargin.
It was those opportunities we just didn't get in the first half. No wonder we never shot a free throw.
Because we're busy dribbling and passing to corners and getting trapped, and that leads to turnovers. Fortunately, I mean, by all rights, the Indians should have 40 points by now, based on the number of shots, the offensive rebounds they've gotten. As Trey Lee knocks down the first.
Now, was that foul on Jenkins?
That was on Pargin.
That was on
his third.
Pargin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Second free throw from Lee. Off the back iron. Batted around, pulled down by Krippus. That's what he is in there for. No, can't call a jump ball on that.
Nah, you got to have a hold of the ball.
That was going to turn into a good opportunity for the Tigers. Instead, they'll inbounds out of the basket. Krippus in the corner. They've trapped him. And turnover. Stop me if you've seen this before.
Yeah.
Bartos going to be whistled for that foul, I believe.
Tigers foul on 5, Jake Bartos, his first, team first. At the line for the Indians, 24,
Maddox Pargin shooting 2 shots, 4:59 left, third quarter. Looking to add to the 10-point lead. First one is no good. Second shot is good. 23-12. Tigers with the basketball. 1-3-1. Kick ball will stay with the Tigers. Not liking the body language of the Tigers here in the second half. They've come out very flat. Yeah, they've scored more than they did in the first half, but just very flat for being down I mean, this game is within reach, believe it or not. Grippus puts it on the ground.
Collective moan there from the Lawrenceville bench.
Indians foul 23. Brian Jenkins, his second. Team second.
4:40 left. Third quarter. Tigers trail it by 11. Inbounding underneath their own basket. Dangerous pass. Rigdon's got it. Now Grippus has got it. Stuck. Dribbles baseline. Another foul. Maybe win it from the free throw line or get back in it from the free throw line.
We're going to have to put the ball on the floor and go to the basket.
Absolutely.
Team third.
Third foul.
That one's on Wyatt Halter.
There's the picket fence. Bartos too deep for that one. Dribbles into traffic. Up and under 4-2. Bartos. Nearly a turnover by the Indians. Rigdon with pressure up top. Sanders has it poked away by Stuck. Tigers have numbers. Lee gets in the middle of the court. Through traffic, Lee. Wide open look by Crippy, no good. Brian Jenkins was hit right in the jaw that time, but the Indians come away with it. That's the 1-2 punch we had last night, Beach, was Rigdon and Stuck up top, just causing all kinds of havoc. And that's too easy. Ivers gets around Bartos and lays it in for two. 25-14, 3.5 left, third quarter. And walk, not called.
Sure how we got away with that one.
I'm not either. Bartos, corner three, no good. Here come the Indians. Ivers, he's going to outrun everybody. Best athlete on the court. He lays it in for two. Timeout, Tigers. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Trying to figure out how in the world we're going to get back in this game.
Well, stop turning the ball over.
Good.
And make some more baskets.
That's smart. I'll buy that.
Yeah, I think that's a winning combination there.
And you know, part of the recipe and all the ingredients going into the Tigers commit so many turnovers is we just paint ourselves into corners. Seems like we're looking to get the ball to a corner like that's a safe haven. Well, it's not. The Indians are very athletic, very long. Ivers, like I mentioned, he's probably the best athlete out there on both teams. He's just running that point, and once it goes to his side, he's got help, and we're just not tall enough to either see over the top of it or strong enough to get a bullet pass down to one of the baselines for what would be a layup.
And their defense is playing very aggressive tonight. I mean, they're right into a double team every time. If we've got the ball, we're on our heels. There's nobody moving. We're double teamed. It's just a terrible combination every time down the floor.
And there's unforced error. Well, as unhappy as Coach Brinkley was after last night's 30-point win, I can't imagine him after this one if the result stays as it is now. Tigers down by 13. Pass fake, shot taken, third attempt this time for the Indians just on this trip. There's an 18-foot jumper by Ivers, no good. Lee comes away with it. Got to slow things down now. We're out of control. Lee's going to drive coast to coast. Get fouled.
Back to the line he goes.
Indians foul by Wyatt Halter. His second.
Lee did a great job of getting to the line.
At the line for the Tigers.
Try to cut in this lead with the clock stopped at 2:38. First free throw rolls around and in. Hardeman checks back in for the Indians, giving Ivers a break. He's running about 3 straight 90-foot sprints on layups, so he's a little bit gassed. Second free throw off the back iron, pulled down by Lawrenceville. 27-15 the score. Indians with the basketball. Hardeman, who just checked in. Has it now right side to Sanders. Got Crampton up on the wing now, up on top. Wide open across court. Good ball movement by the Indians. If you just don't reach on that, you get away with it. Bartos had good position. Lee had him as well. But when you come down, you're going to get whistled for it every time.
That you are.
Pargin's first free throw is off the back iron. 6-foot freshman playing with 3 fouls. Looking to add to the 12-point lead, and does. 28-15 the score. Rigdon brings the ball up for the Tigers. Crampton now has it. Back into that corner again.
A little lobby pass scares me every time.
Good look by Cody. Good catch by Trey, and good finish. Good move that time by Trey Lee. Catching the ball in traffic as he did all fall. Now he's going to head the line for the conventional. Nice find that time by Cody. Good diagonal pass from the right side to the left block. Lee caught it in traffic, put it up and in. Free throw is short. 28-17. Nearly a turnover. Hardiman corrals it. Coach Bishop not happy about that. They get the ball down on the block. Good defense that time by Krippus. Running 8-foot jump shot is good by Sanders.
Be his first points of the ball game.
Rigdon this time using the middle of the court smartly. Now gets in the corner to Bartos. Got to get rid of that basketball before the double team comes. Like we hold that ball above our heads way too long. Another good catch by Trey. Got both feet inbounds. Bartos with a 3. Never did have a handle on that one. We're down under a minute, third quarter. Hardiman deep in the corner. Blocked out of bounds by Trey. No, saved by Trey. Here comes Rigdon. Up ahead. Nice look, nice find. Krippus finishes. The unselfishness of the Tigers on full display there. 40 seconds left. Indians lead it by 11. See if they hold for the last shot, as they did in the first and second quarters. Of course, if you're going to give them a drive into you tip your hat to that one. It's about all you can do. Up and under move, and the ball never left his right hand. Rigdon and his 3 is no good. Lee gets a hand on it. He'll stay with the Tigers. I'll let you describe that shot, Beej. I don't know how. Drove to the left side of the basket. Looked like he was going to finger roll it in. Pulled it under. All with his right hand. I mean, you just have to watch the replay.
Wow. That's how I would describe it.
That's good.
That's something you do in the backyard playing horse.
That's an H for me.
Yes, it is.
Bartos. We're just having trouble getting the ball in now. Bartos, top of the key, left alone. Boy, that would have been a nice one to hit. 8 seconds. Save behind the back. Here comes the Indians with the last chance. Ivers, coast to coast, and 1. Can't jump with the guy and bump him while he's shooting the basketball. That's going to be a third foul on Bartos, all in this quarter.
His third, team 7 at the line for the Indians. 4 Leighton Ivers, 1 shot.
Free throw by Ivers, 0.6 on the clock, is good. That will end 3 quarters of play. Lawrenceville leads at 34-19. Watching Tiger basketball on the Paris Sports Network.
We are many, we are one. You have so much to give, continuing what we've begun, helping our families to truly live. I will, you will, together we will show some heart, do our our part. Take a compassionate stand for good, forever, for Edgar County, ECCF.
Edgar County Community Foundation.
Moody Farms of Paris is a proud supporter of Paris Tiger student athletes. Whether they're on the court, in the field, or in the classroom, Moody Farms wants to wish all of our Tigers the best of luck this year. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball on the Paris Sports Network. 8 minutes left in the first game of the day for the Tigers against the Lawrenceville Indians. They trail. Got a big hill to climb, down 35-19. About the only thing that went right for the Tigers in that third quarter was they actually put some points on the board, scoring 12 in that quarter as opposed to 7 in the entire first half. Lawrenceville have the ball to start. They enjoy a 16-point lead.
Jeff, we're shooting roughly 6% from the three-point line today.
That's really not good.
No.
Once again, offensive board work for the Indians results in another opportunity for them. They'll inbound under their basket. Hardiman, Tigers look for a lot of turnovers. Lee got a hand on it from behind and forced the turnover. Good job pecking it away by Trey. He's playing his heart out in the second half. Stuck at midcourt almost again. Bailed out with a foul, and that's going to be the fourth on Pargin.
And we may have to do that with these double teams. Instead of cowering away from them, we're going to have to attack them, make them foul you.
You got to embrace the contact. And we're in the bonus the rest of the way. Yeah, cannot shy away from contact. Lord knows nobody does that against us. You know, they're looking for contact, and that generally results in good things for the aggressor. Stuck his line. Is at the line. His first free throw is good. (35-20) your score. 7:35 left in this one. Second free throw off the back iron. Stuck gets his own board. Bartos, top of the three. That'd be a dagger. Good one by Drake. Neither coach is comfy with this one, I'm sure. Just 12-point lead, and the Tigers have not played well at all. So here we come with the pressure again. Boy, almost a walk. Jump ball, good job by Trey. Jumped in the passing lane at half court, was able to get back in time to get that a piece of that board anyway. Force a turnover. Here comes Stuck, 7 minutes left. This time dribbles away from the corner, gets it around Hardiman, but he kicked it.
Got to be careful picking that dribble up with a double team on you.
Yeah, Parker Hardiman does not look like a freshman at all. I mean, he is solid, quick as a hiccup, and does a good job on top of this 1-3-1 zone. Rigged and down the corner to Bartos, all the way across court to Stuck. The shot fake, his floating 10-footer hits nothing. Off Rogers' hands, out of bounds. Full court pressure this time from the Tigers. First time we've seen it this game. Rigdon nearly stole it from behind. Hardiman all the way to the rack. No good. Big board by Sanders, but he hits the turf. Or Jenkins, excuse me. Should have been a travel, but it wasn't.
Yeah, you go to the ground, that's a step.
He had full control of the basketball, too. Should have been a walk.
His first, team fourth. Indians ball out of bounds on the north side.
It feels like a 25-point lead for Lawrenceville, but it's only 12. And nearly a steal. Rigdon almost had it, but it's off of his shin, out of bounds. Here comes Crampton to take place of Stuck. Ivers top of the offense for Lawrenceville. Halter, now he's harassed by Crampton. Cornered Ivers. Top to Sanders. Nearly a walk. Hardiman. Ivers gets the baseline. That's too easy. Ivers with the first points of the quarter for the Indians. There's the great time for that bounce pass again.
Well, it was nearly a travel by Crampton there, too.
Quick breather for Stuck. He's back in for Crampton. Rogers down the corner to Bartos. Bartos through traffic. A hand on the basketball, but a lot of arm also by Jenkins.
Indian foul 23, Brian Jenkins, his third, team 8.
Jenkins with 3, Pargin with 4. Tigers shooting bonus the rest of the way. Bartos' first free throw is good.
I like to see him go into the hoop, though. We've got to draw that contact that we just kind of avoided in the first half.
For sure. Second free throw, no good. Lee with the board. Rigdon, his 3 is no good. Here comes Stuck. Streaking in for board. Out to Rogers in the corner. Right back to Rogers. He makes a move baseline. Thought he stepped out, but he was a blocking foul anyway on Halter.
Indians foul 5, Wyatt Halter, his 4th, team 9.
Foul trouble all up and down the lineup for the Indians. Tigers just one foul away from fouling 2 guys out.
Still 5.5 minutes to go. We got to knock down some free throws.
And we're shooting 2 the rest of the way. Rogers rattles home the first. We trail by a dozen, 5:30 left in the game. Second free throw, no good. Nobody's made that second free throw today.
Nope, all day.
Quick, fast break on a missed free throw. Cannot happen. Streaking ahead was Landon Sanders, and he's going to be fouled and head to the line to shoot 2.
Tigers foul 10, Drew Rogers, his first.
When you got 2 guys back.
At the line for the Indians, 3, Landon Sanders, 2 shots.
You got 2 guys back on a free throw attempt and still get beat down the court. Just can't have things like that.
For the Indians, 24, Max Pargin.
Pargin checks back in with 4 fouls.
Now, fortunately, they're not shooting well at the free throw line either.
Yeah, this game's going to hurt your eyes if you had to watch all of it from both standpoints. Neither team's shooting it well. 5:20 left. Tigers down by 13. Lee near midcourt. Down to Rogers. Bartos thought about a 3. Back to Stuck. No look pass is stolen. Quickly ahead to Sanders. Gathers it and lays it up and in. Took advantage of Sanders against Rigdon that time. Just threw it over the top. Made an athletic move to go get it. Finished with a layup. Rogers to Rigdon. Stuck's 3, no good. Pass to Bartos, though. We'll give him the assist.
Yeah, why not?
40-27. Ivers with the ball left side. Made his way to the rim with not much resistance. Rogers with the steal. Here comes Lee. Bartos, his 3, no good. Pulled down by Jenkins. Almost stolen away by Stuck. Krippus will check back in. Taking the place of Rogers. Nearing 4 minutes left in this one. Tigers down by 13. Ivers left side. Top to Sanders. Kick out to Hardiman. Good ball movement by the Indians. Better defense by the Tigers. There's that short corner pass. And 4th foul on Bartos.
Tigers foul on 11, Trey Lee, his 3rd.
Oh, Lee.
10. At the
So
line,
3rd on Lee.
23, Brian Jenkins, 1 shot.
Jenkins with a chance at a conventional 3-pointer. No. Here comes Rigdon. Turned over. Going to be an easy layup for the Indians. Well, not as easy. Kripp is fouled, and the basket is good by Sanders.
Krippus is in the vicinity. He's going to get down there. That boy will hustle every time down the floor.
At the line for the Indians.
That's one of those where you need a hard foul to make sure he does not get the shot off. Still no successful 3-point plays for either team today. Lee comes back, turns it right over. Back-to-back turnovers for the Tigers. Nearly stolen away by Stuck. Gathered by the Indians. Hardiman to Ivers. 3:20 left. Indians look to eat some clock. Blocked by Lee. Here comes the Tigers. Gets it ahead to Rigdon. Back to Lee. He'll finish through contact. 2 points for Trey Lee. Nobody back on defense, though. Leads to an easy layup for Jenkins. Can't trade baskets with him.
Not at this point.
I'm not good at math, but that won't work. We're down by 15 or 17. Under 3 left. Lee to Rigdon. His 3, no good. Rebound Indians. 1-on-1, 2-on-1. Out of nowhere comes Sanders to lay it home for 2, and this one's out of hand. 19-point lead for Lawrenceville. Stuck tries to split defenders, does. Bartos, his 3 from the corner is good. 48-32, nearing 2 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, the clock's a factor now, Jeff. There's just not enough time.
There is not, especially with the Indians being patient, eating about 30 seconds on this one. 3 moves, and Jenkins finishes. 50-32, under 2 left, and turnover Tigers. .141 left. The only thing to be determined is the final score here. As Lawrenceville will move to 2-0 in pool play. Ivers thought about a 3, thought better of it. Gets it back to Hardiman. 80 seconds left in the game. Short corner shot. That time is no good. Rigdon has it taken away. And an offensive foul will be called against Bryant Jenkins.
Number 4 for him, I think.
Yep, offensive charge call or drawn by Brady Krippus. Minute 13 left. Tigers down 18. Rigdon in the corner to Lee. Dumps it to Krippus. He goes to work, back to Lee. His 3, no good. Off of Lawrenceville. Stay with the Tigers. 53.9 left in this game.
I know scoring is not a big part of Brady's game, but I'd like to see him turn around and just take that shot occasionally.
Yeah, keep him honest. Krippus in the corner. Gets it to Bartos. His 23-foot jumper, no good. Scrum on the ground, nobody on the ground. Lee knocks out of bounds and stay with the Indians. You can hear the bench for the Tigers telling them to get on the ground. We alluded to that earlier. Not a lot of black jerseys on the floor today. 40 seconds left. had steal. It's the ball to Stuck. Corner to Bartos. His three hit the glass, hit the front of the rim, hit the back of the rim, and fell through. That's another letter. That's HO for me. If you're calling bank from the corner. That will be your final score. Lawrenceville beats the Tigers for the second time this season by a score of 50-35. We'll step aside to hear from our sponsors and come back with some final stats and thoughts from Coach Brinkley. You're watching Tiger Basketball on the Paris Sports Network.
Country Financial representatives Mark Gladding, Jim Blue, Katie Schopfmeyer, and Dan Phipps proudly support our student athletes. Give them a call at 465-8320 or stop by their office at 802 North Main Street in Paris. The skating rink at Twin Lakes, formerly known as Twin Lakes Roller Rink, has been a popular establishment in Paris for over 60 years. New owners CJ and Mary Jo Becker are bringing new life to the skating rink with arcade games, a snack bar, TV hangout area for teens, and lots of roller skating. Stop by 1250 North Main Street in Paris on Friday and Saturday nights from 6 to 10, with a fifth quarter on Friday nights until midnight, and on Sundays from 2 to 4. Follow them on Facebook for more upcoming events. Ingram's Waste Disposal offers residential and commercial trash pickup, commercial compactor service, roll-off service, and mini roll-off services. Call Scott, Kathy, Mary Jo, or Bethany at 465-3335. Ingram Waste Disposal, proudly serving Edgar and Clark counties since 1950. At First Farmers, we are committed to the communities we serve. For us, joining a community means more than just opening shop. We want to see businesses thrive, generational farms succeed, and local families continue to put down roots and grow. Whether you're looking for a farm loan, managing a business, building a nest egg for a new home, or searching for the personal financial tools that will set you up for financial success, we've got you covered. At First Farmers Bank and Trust in Paris. Make plans to attend Lake Ridge Christian Church this Sunday, either for their traditional service at 8 a.m. or their contemporary service at 10:30 a.m. There's something for everyone at Lake Ridge, from infants to the more seasoned generation. Visit their website at lakeridgechurch.org or find them on Facebook to watch their service each Sunday morning at 10:30. Located at the Paris Airport, Seat Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153. Family owned in Paris for 38 years, Savoya's Pizza is the place for real Italian food. Be sure to try their famous pizza nuggets and follow them on Facebook for their latest specials. Stop by 327 North Main Street for carryout or call 217-463-2500 for delivery. The Paris Sports Network would like to give a big thank you to our affiliate sponsors for their support of Paris Tiger Athletics. The Mary Lou Pine family, Paul and Kathy Porter, Mark and Holly at Winans Farms, Tom and Marnita Stuck, Jim and Kay Taylor, and Steve and Lynn Young. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve. Sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home is dedicated to providing compassionate and individual attention to every family they serve, sincerely caring for your family's needs. Stuart and Carol Funeral Home proudly supports Paris Tiger Athletics. For nearly 100 years, farmers have counted on FS to provide agriculture-related products and services. Call 465-1560 for fuels, lubricants, or propane for home and farm use. Located at the Paris Airport, Seed Solutions wants to wish the best to all Paris Tiger teams this season. Contact Chip or Bethany Keys at 251-0153.
Welcome back to Tiger Basketball here on the Paris Sports Network. Tigers fall to the Indians by a score of 50-35. While we wait for Coach Brinkley to head out, I'll turn it over to my partner B.J. Pheasant for some final stats.
All right, I'll run down the Lawrenceville stats for you. They were led in scoring by Bryant Jenkins with 15. Leighton Ivers had 14. Landon Sanders with 9. Maddox Parkin with 6. And Parker Hardman with 3. They shot 53% from the free throw line, 56% from the floor, and 15% behind the arc. For the Tigers, they were led in scoring by Drake Bartos with 17, and he had 12 of those in the fourth quarter alone. Trey Lee had 12 points. He did most of his damage in the third quarter. Then he was followed by Brady Krippis with 4, Drew Rogers with 1, and Reed Stuck with 1. I'll pass my headset over to Coach Brinkley here.
Joined now by Tiger head coach Chase Brinkley, and Chase, definitely not the result that you look for, and coming out the win yesterday, definitely not the look that we thought we'd get from the Tigers today at all.
No, just tough. They were a lot tougher than us. That's what I question is our toughness. There's not a lot that can be done if we're going to turn it over. We had 13 turnovers. There's around 13 unofficially from my assistants. We had 13 turnovers in the first half with 7 points. We gave up 20 points and that's okay, but whenever you score 7 and we turn it over 13, we turn it over twice as many times as how many points we've got, we're going to be in a lot of trouble against anybody. But every 50-50 ball, like if two guys were going up for a rebound and both guys got their hands on it, Lawrenceville was coming away with it. We talk about, offensively. Defensively, we were okay. I thought, our movement was okay. We could have been better. But offensively, whenever you turn it over that many times and you're not tough enough, we're trying to call things. We're trying to do things to get it against that 1-3-1 where you got to flatten it out. We got to get it flattened out, get those guys dropping. And we just couldn't do it. We were turning it over the top from the volleyball line, and there's literally nothing that we could have done differently. We just needed to be tougher. That was it.
Yeah, and so many times we would dribble the ball in the corner against that 1-3-1 and just get trapped and then have to throw the ball over our heads, instead of attacking it like I'm sure that you told them to. And, we shot like dog crap first half from 3, but inside the arc overall, we shot nearly 70% from inside when we took it to them, and that's what got us back in the game in the second half.
Yeah, even Crispin last night, we weren't very good, but shots were falling, and we look a lot better whenever shots are falling. But exactly right. We would catch the ball and we would hold it and wait for that trap to come. And we would get it across the midline. Like we talk about getting it to the opposite side and then attacking their zone, but we would get it to the opposite side and then we would hold it instead of attacking, getting it to the paint. Whenever we did, we started out in that second half and I told them exactly what we needed to do, and they started executing. We were cutting harder in against that zone. We were zipping the ball a little bit. We were attacking the basket, and we got a couple layups, and then they get a couple runouts. We have a couple lazy, soft turnovers again, and then it's just, we put our heads down and we just get away from what was working, and it's frustrating. We just got to be better. We got to be tougher. We got to be tougher mentally and physically. And how many times did they just come up and just grab it from us and rip it away? It's just a soft performance tonight, and that's very frustrating.
Yeah, and not a lot of time to regroup. And we're going to turn around here in a couple hours and play Tri-County, and hopes of getting another win, and then wait for pool play tomorrow. But there's a lot of things that hopefully these guys are at least taking to heart. That by golly, we had over 20 turnovers in the contest, Yeah, after
Easily.
you erase that first half, and we're right there even with them. We played them dead even in that second half, but we can't have those lapses like we did in the first half against a good team like that.
Oh, no doubt. I mean, they're 11-2. The only 2 losses are to Only and Mount Carmel.
Yep.
They're a really good team, but they're tough. Any 50-50 ball, they were getting it. You know, from their point guard to their center. If they got their hands on it, it could be their point guard against our big man. It did not matter. They wanted the ball more, and they were going to get it. And you know, we looked tired, and at the same time, you know, we don't play a ton of guys, but neither do they. They didn't play a ton of guys either.
No.
And they've played just as many games as we have. You know, so it's on me. I've got to get them more prepared. I got to get them tougher. We got to get back to the basics on how to be tough and how to attack those zones, because we're going to see it. We've struggled this whole year. We've struggled a little bit against zones. We come out lackadaisical, so that's on me. We've got to be more prepared, and we will. So we'll get better.
Be anxious to see how that 6 o'clock game goes, Coach. We thank you for stopping by, and we'll see you here in a couple hours.
Yep.
All
Appreciate
right.
it, guys.
Tiger head coach Chase Brinkley stopped by for some post-game thoughts. Not a lot of happy thoughts as we imagined. But, I mean, you know, like we talked about, BJ, basically comes down and Coach Brinkley acknowledges and knows it's toughness. It's a toughness thing, and the Tigers just don't have that. You may think you do, but you look at the end of the game and you're beat by 15 points and, you know, 20-plus turnovers in a game, and most of those are 50-50 balls that Lawrenceville got and took away from us.
They did, and I think a lot of those come down to just instinct. You know, you see the ball, you react, and maybe we're thinking too much out there about whether or not to dive or whether or not to go after the ball or something, but it always seems like Lawrenceville is just that half step ahead of us in all their decisions, and I don't know.
Yeah, at this level, if this level you have the ball in your hands and you have to think you're already behind. It's too late. That defender is in that passing lane. That double team is here. You know, you just don't have time. And like you touched on, you got to have those instincts. You just against that zone, you got to have a hot potato mentality. Catch it, get rid of it.
It's a lot like baseball. You take a shortstop. He knows the count. He knows if the ball and where the runners are at on the base path. If the ball's hit to the right, I'm going to this base. If the ball's hit to the left, I'm going to second. Or, I mean, they're anticipating before it's happening. Against a zone, you kind of know where the defense is going to be. When you get that ball, you know, or should be thinking based on the play that's running, what are my options? And as soon as you get it, 1, 2, 3, the ball's gone, or you've shot, or you've passed, or something. We can't just stand there and hold it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, that will do it for us here from Kansas High School. Did you get through stats, or you think you did?
I got way through the stats.
Okay.
You don't want to hear any more of them.
So it didn't take too awfully long, I'm sure. So, well, we've got everything figured out. We know how to right the ship for the rest of the season. At least you and I do.
Yeah.
So
I can do it from here.
We'll see how that goes. Brady Krippus stares me down, staring a hole right through my soul. Anyway, we'll see how they regroup. They'll come back tonight at 6 o'clock and face Tri-County, and we'll have that action for you here on the Paris Sports Network. Thanks to all of our sponsors for allowing us to bring you a game on a Wednesday afternoon and once again on a Wednesday night. So, once again, the Tigers fall to the Lawrenceville Indians 50-35. For my partner, BJ Pheasant, this is Jeff Chambers signing off for now. We'll talk to you this evening on the Paris Sports Network.
You've been listening to Paris Tiger Sports on the Paris Sports Network. Brought to you by First Farmers Bank and Trust, North American Lighting, Cornerstone Building Brands, Stewart & Carroll Funeral Home, Seed Solutions, Longview Bank and Trust, Moody Farms, Terry Elliston State Farm Insurance,